Alright guys, this is my first time doing this, to be honest, but I'm pretty handy, but so far so bad. But I would feel really bad if I didn't record this and I actually end up fixing it. So if you guys are having a problem with your flapper or your chain being broke, basically this is the video you want to watch because I'm going to replace this whole assembly.
Knew what's concerned when I finally got that bag. Knew what's concerned when day I was gonna get mine. If someone tries to take mine, I'm reaching for my waistline. I was never scared when I jumped up off that porch. I was never scared when they tried to kick my door.
So yeah, first things first, turn off your water supply. Get shot back, suck out all the water. I have a wrench right here holding this little bolt. Holding that bolt so I can remove the sink. All right. Doesn't feel like it's on there, so let me tighten it a bit. That feels better. And then how to remove this stupid freaking handle. And honestly, I broke it. And there's one little bar there and one bar up there. And it just kind of snaps over this little indent here. It's a very poor design because when this part though has clips. So there are clips here that you gotta kind of pull back to pull this out, but as far as the handle, it kind of just like snaps off. And be careful because this one broke. This little piece. Maybe some super glue will help, but poor design toilet all around. The reason why I had to remove that was because those look like flathead screws to remove those, and this whole assembly was like in the way. So, all right, I'm gonna go at those with some flathead screwdrivers. Oh, and by the way, this part that holds in there, it broke and dropped down and dropped down into the toilet. So that's why you probably don't see me removing that part. And it just kind of snapped off too. And then went down the thing. So I'm gonna try looking for it later. Y'all, that bolt just kind of dropped down into there and I can't even hold it. Like, what a poor design. What a poor design by this manufacturer. So it looks like I gotta pull this up. I don't know who thinks of this kind of stuff. Gosh. Look at this. What the fuck is this, dude? What the hell? So I just kind of held it with my hand and it started raising up and I just heard the bolt drop. And I feel that it's like still on there. So supposedly it's loose. Okay, whatever kind of mentally ill person patented this design of this American Standard, go ahead and check yourself in because that was ridiculous. So here's the washer. And then comes this on the bottom side of the toilet where we're just at, over here. That goes first on this side. Then comes this metal washer underneath it. And then comes this bolt with another washer. Just a ridiculous design. So this side of the toilet is loose, and now that way you kind of see what's going on. Gotta kind of hold that. The rest are just washers. And then the next part would be undoing this hose. Let me wash my hands. By the way, this is the model number. It is American Standard 4226, but I'm guessing the 4226 stands for the 4 Series or the American Standard Champion toilets. They really thought they were doing something. Oh, our toilet's different. It has a 4-inch flapper and it flushes better. Oh, like, so stupid. All right, bolt number 2. Y'all better like this video because I don't like doing this type of shit. But what I found out while the bolt goes into the hole, because underneath has a hole that you can hold it with a ratchet. Hopefully. And American Standard was like, they made a video on how to replace the assembly, like what I'm doing now. But they're like, once you undo the tank reservoir, then do that. I'm like, that's the hardest part. You're telling me y'all gonna try to make it look simple and then forget about the hardest. Don't show people how to do the hardest part. But the reason why I'm doing this video is because no plumbers, no like handymen on YouTube have posted a video about this. So this is my first time doing it. So hopefully we get some luck. So if I get some luck, hopefully I can help other people because a bunch of people have this toilet. Okay, so this is a half size on my metric side of my tool set. The 12 is too small on the regular side, but I'm pretty sure a 13 would work. A 13 mil would work for this bolt too. But the 12 is too small, so I had to grab it from my metric side, which the half size fit. But I'm sure a 13 mil will fit as well. Get yourself an extension too. Makes it easier to hold. You see? Makes it easier to hold. The bolt dropped. Hopefully this just kind of pulls up. Of course not. Gotta kind of wiggle it around. Jeez Louise. Through my trials and tribulations, I found out that basically the tank is already removed. And basically, you don't need to undo that bolt that I was just going at. The only bolt you need to undo is the bottom one. So let's go ahead and get this hose off. Guys, this shouldn't be hard. This shouldn't be hard, as I say. My landlord needs to give me a raise. Okay. I'm pretty sure there's a gasket in there, so we're just gonna look it up. The blues from the chlorine tablets. So technically, yeah, don't trip about that, it's gushing. Basically, this is probably pretty important. Pretty sure it goes like this. Seal looks really trash too. And look at that. It's cracked. Pretty sure this goes just like that. Because that has the indents of this. So we would need a wrench to be big enough to grab the edges of this, but I guess you didn't really need to do this part. And there's the other bolt that I was going at earlier. So yeah, I guess you just keep those. And there's no point of, I guess these, once you get them tight, you tighten them before you put it on there. So that when you go to do that bottom part, you just ratchet them on. So you're welcome, guys. The rest of the video, I'm just gonna put on the video, their professional video that they made, because this is not professional whatsoever, but this is a start for sure. Let's see if I can find my thing. It just went straight into here. I don't think it's gonna be found, but oh god, this thing is cracking. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it alone, guys. Can't find it, so it's most likely not in there. Just dropped to the bottomless abyss. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the real world, to disconnect that thing that was like going in between that circle, maybe you gotta undo it from this side, because while I was trying to undo it from the top side, it ended up just snapping. So yeah, guys, hopefully this video helped you. And this is a big mess. I don't even know if this stuff is gonna clean up very well, because it's not cleaning off my hands. So wish me luck. Hopefully you guys like this video. Don't use those blue water tablets if you don't want this to happen. I used it once and it was like taking forever to run out. And look at all this mess it caused. It's bullshit. I had to put a heating pad on my back. I just fucked my shit up. So hopefully you don't have to fuck your shit up by by using that
Benji.
video that I just recorded for you guys. Just keep in mind, don't worry about those bolts in between the middle. You don't need to play with those. Those should be tightened so that when you go with the ratchet underneath the toilet with the 13 millimeter or the 0.5 millimeter socket, it just undoes itself, and that's the only bolt you'll need to undo the water hose, and then it should pull right up. So hopefully that video gave you some clarity, because I would have loved a video like that.
In this video, we will show you how to replace the flush valve for your Champion toilet. After turning off the water supply and removing the tank from the bowl, remove the hairpin and the clevis pin to release the bead chain from the trip lever. Remove the refill tube clip from the overflow tube and allow it to hang inside the tank. On the underside of the tank, loosen the tank nut with a wrench and remove the nut and gasket. Pull the flush valve out from the inside of the tank and replace it with a new flush valve body. While holding the flush valve in place, attach the gasket, then the nut, and tighten. Hold the bead chain loop up to the trip lever arm so you can push the clevis pin through the trip lever and bead chain. Then secure it with the hairpin. Finally, push the refill clip onto the refill tube and reinstall the tank, then turn on the water and check for leaks. Just like that, your flush valve has been replaced.
So this is how it's supposed to look before you align it and drop it into there. A washer, metal, and then the little flat one. All right, chat, don't ask me how I did it. Just know that I did it. Here's the part number. Absolute nightmare.
Matt, were you talking about the toilet when you said that?
Yep.
That made me laugh.
It's filling up. I had a leak coming from here. I just had to tighten it. Oh shit, is that a new one? I just cleaned that up. It shouldn't be leaking there. Fucking shit. I'm gonna keep an eye out right there. Feels like it's leaking from here. Maybe I'm tripping. Alright, I'm gonna keep an eye out there, but I wanted to add this in the video too, because the flushing power for all that patent design 4-inch instead of the 2 to 3 standard one doesn't really have much flush power. I'm gonna do a quick flush here just to kind of show you guys. Just I'm gonna do what most people do. And I hit this for like maybe a second or two. 2. That is trash. I mean, all that for a patent design, stronger flush because it's a bigger flapper. That's trash. And I gotta hold it. See, the problem mostly occurs from this. Like, it could flush better if you hold it down, but most people don't do that. The problem is this. Keep an eye on this part right here. Let me put this on the counter. But this comes up when you, this arm hits the top of this, and then it doesn't let it pull it up high enough. Because when you take that off and you do the exact same thing, and this chain is really hard to adjust. It's like a little bead type of thing. It's really hard to adjust. We're gonna let that fill up. And then watch how much better it flushes without the lid, because it's not able to hit the top of the lid. I'm gonna do the exact same time. Okay, watch. A lot stronger now, right? It's because it's not hitting the top of the damn fucking lid. And that thing is so hard to adjust that I'm not gonna worry myself on it, because it's just so hard to adjust that. And if I break it, I'm gonna be pissed. I already had to fix it and it took forever, so I'm not finna break it again. So I just wanted to add this into the video. American Standard, you guys suck. It wouldn't make sense if I didn't show you guys how it works when you hold it down. So it works great when you hold it. But who holds the trigger? It's supposed to be a stronger flush, right? With the 4-inch flap.
All right, chat. Well, good thing I started exactly when I started because I was literally running out the door to work. But just so you know, I really don't recommend you install any American Standard toilet in your homes. There's nothing standard about that American Standard toilet. Even down to it did say patent design on it, patented American Standard patent. So I was not tripping this whole time. Luckily we found that in store, but it looked like it was returned. That's the only reason why it was at the store. So you might be like, oh, okay, so it's a special one, but I'm sure I could just find it in store if need. No, you can't. You gotta wait. Like the earliest shipping that I saw was the 22nd, and that was off Amazon, everything, bro. The 22nd they'll get here, and it's the 19th today, so that's like a whole 2-3 days without your toilet, if you guys think like that. And another thing too, I hope I got today's date right. I really don't know what today's date is, but yeah, it would have took a good 2 to 3 days to ship. But another thing which was annoying, as I was reading like the little print on the freaking stuff, was it said do not use chlorine tablets in the reservoir. It's like, that's why all that blue shit was leaking everywhere, because you're not supposed to use that shit in an American Standard toilet. And there's just nothing standard about that, because standard toilets, you can throw whatever, you can put a fucking chlorine tablet in there if you want to. Or not, oh wait, chlorine tablet. Oh, of course, don't put a chlorine tablet. I think it said don't put a chlorine tablet. That's obvious. That's not for pools. We're not talking about pools, so maybe some dumbasses use pool chlorine tablets in their toilet. That's retarded. So I don't think it said don't use the regular bleach tablets or the blue whatever, the blue toilet water stuff. But like I said, guys, don't use that stuff, bro. If you ever have to do a job, that shit gets everywhere. It'll get in between your grout, all that bad stuff. So just don't use that blue shit. If anything, get those little blue stamps from Scrub Buddies that freaking make it so it just cleans the bowl. Those little Scrub Buddy ones. Not Scrub Buddy, but the Scrub Bubble stamps. Those ones were good. Forget that little tablet you put in the reservoir. That shit fucking makes a big mess when it's time to do work on your toilet. But yeah, guys, I got it back together. It was leaking from a different part that I thought it wouldn't leak from, and didn't leak from the spot that I thought it would leak from, and it was just a total nightmare. But I fixed the leak. Everything's back to normal. I fixed the freaking flusher with some super glue. Shout out Gorilla Glue Gel. Man, that gel, man, I love that super glue. It's my favorite. But yeah, everything's back to normal. The saddest thing about their patent design is it says it makes for a stronger flush with the 4-inch. Ain't nothing strong about that flush. So ridiculous. But anyways, guys, talk to you later. Look how beautiful Black Mountain's looking. But yeah, guys, I ain't gonna lie. Hopefully I didn't end the video, but I ain't gonna lie. Like, this was my most busiest day at O'Reilly. Like, right after, I mean, not the most like labor that I've done, but back-to-back customers, yeah. I actually kind of prefer it like that, where it's like too busy to do like, you know, the stuff in the back, where it's like you do like, you know, register stuff. But I like that register stuff. But yeah, after all that shenanigans this morning, yeah, that was pretty tough. My girl brought me some good food though. It's like teriyaki chicken, and I haven't got word back from my roommates whether the toilet's leaking still or not. I don't think it is though. I waited a long time and then it leaked, so hopefully everything's good. But yeah, I just got a cookie, some chips, and a drink from Jersey Mike's, because like I said, I already ate. I got like 20 more minutes to go before my lunch break's over, and then I go till 9:15 closing. It's 5:07 right now. Got me a little snack, crazy breadsticks. Can't forget the sauce. Marinara is so smacking at Little Caesars, it's not even funny. Yo, I've been washing my hands all day, and all this stuff still ain't off, bro. From that toilet, and it's just, I've been washing my hands all day. And it makes with a little bit of work from O'Reilly. But yeah, bro, nasty.
Nasty. Bro, that's what you call real working hands. Y'all need it. Y'all people feminine out here, man. I'm playing. All right, let me go ahead and get to editing my vlogs. Oh, baby. Focus. Focus. All right, almost done, guys. It is 10:50. I want Bluetooth back on. 10:50, and video is almost exported. And basically, I don't have work tomorrow. It's my day off. So I don't really mind being up this late. But I was just waiting for that. And just so you guys know, my last video has successfully been uploaded via HDR. Look at this. Look at that. Wait. Maybe that one's taking a longer time to process. But I posted on 2 channels, so HDR does take like more than a day to process HDR. Get this out of my face. Check this out. Wait. Whatever. Here we go. Maybe I clicked the wrong video. I think that was when I failed HDR. But yeah, see that? It says HDR right there. HDR 4K, baby. So yeah, once you export it the way in my previous vlog, how I showed you how to do it, because I messed up on one of my other vlogs showing you guys how to do it. Actually, I think tomorrow's vlog is going to tell, or no, yesterday's vlog. Sorry, I always get messed up with the time, but look at this upload title, guys. Look at this title, guys. Yes, you're reading it right. My 200th video with only 76 subscribers. Exclamation mark. Because I am excited about not giving up. Like, I'm proud of myself, bro. Like, I even had a little youngin'. He was like, how many subscribers do you have? I'm like, at the time, I was like 67 or something. 67. He was like, what? How's that even possible? You've been doing it way longer than me. And I have like over 200 subscribers. I'm like, I don't know. You know, I'm like freaking blacklisted or something, bruh. Maybe hating on the kid or something. But I'm proud of myself for not giving up. Because, you know, through the trials, through the shadows, we prevail. You already know. Through the shadows, we prevail. This is for entertainment purposes only, guys. Once again, you want to put a playlist right here. That way, if someone clicks that, they just start watching all your videos instead of like it switches to other people's videos after. Yeah, so you get some more views on all your other videos. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Make that public as soon as it's done. You got 5 minutes left. I don't really believe that, but... Anywho, anyway. You still recording? We still recording. We are going to be taking down that tree one of these days because it is what? January 19th is way past Christmas now, so... I just had a lot of stuff to do with that toilet today, bro. That was... Man, I had to get my hands dirty, man. But everything was success on that. And I'm proud of myself for that shit, too. But look, I don't know which lens, but I'm gonna freaking shine a laser in your eyeballs. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Or don't. I really don't care, as you can tell. 200 video with only 76 subscribers. And what I noticed was it was a good thing that I was recording that, you know, video when I was messing around with the toilet, because when I got done, and I was putting stuff back together, I actually did not know where stuff was at, which the video actually helped me figure out where they go. So, it's not just for y'all, it's for me too sometimes. Alright, you guys, it's your boy Big Matt. Bye, have a wonderful time. By the way, guys, I copped this freaking kit from AutoZone. Yes, I said AutoZone. Freaking, this was before the kid started working at O'Reilly. But I got this from AutoZone like 4 years ago. And it's been like freaking kicking butt. A little mini ratchet, but like while I was doing the videos, it was working when I first started. But by the end of it, my ratchet finally freaking seized up on me. And I was like, damn, like I was literally about to tell people in this vlog like how good this kit was. And I remember the first day I bought it, I was in there and then I was like, hey, what's the difference between like this one that's like half the price, like 20 bucks, and this one that's like 40 bucks? And like, well, do you want it for like far in the future, or do you want it to just, you know, get you done with the project and just, you know, may break like within a year? I'm like, oh damn, I want one that kind of lasts. Like if I spend money on something, I want it to like last. So I got this one and it lasted 4 years. So he was pretty right. But now it's time for a new ratchet. I'm gonna miss this thing. I got the whole kit though, but it's all like the little tiny, what the hell is this? A 1/4 inch, the little tiny ones, the cute ones. So mini ratchet swag. I mean, I have the adapter that turns the big one into the little one. So I'm probably just gonna have to use the adapter, but I also have like the bigger sets of just the regular ones, not the extendos, which I needed today. But I didn't have big enough long ones like this. But luckily my landlord had extra ones in his little tool area. So I got hella lucky because I needed a long one to finish the job. And he just so happened to have one that fit. And I was like, yay, fuck yeah. I don't have to go buy more tools for this job. But anyways, yeah.
Have a good night, y'all. Working on my tan, I be looking picture perfect. Someone get me on the cam. Hey, manifesting, not finessing. Pull up to the bank and I count up all my blessings. Stacking up these bands, you would think I'm playing Tetris. If you listen to my lyrics, then you might just learn a lesson.